Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyles, where we focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Nobody's perfect, but we can all strive to become complete as individuals. So, before we get into today's topic, make sure you check out my website, CompleteLifestyle.co. It's got my merch up there. It's got my book up there. The website is getting cooking. People placing orders. We'll get you guys shipped out, get your clothes to you. You know the winter's coming up, so your sweatpants, your hoodies, it's a good time for those. Make great Christmas gifts also. So, today's topic, women who are dating based off the 666 rule. So, for everybody that doesn't know what that is, that's basically, there's a rule out here that some women, not all, but some women are going by where a guy has to make six figures. He's got to be 6 inches in size below the waist, and he's got to be at least 6 feet tall. Now, I listened to an interview on the Breakfast Club the other day, and they talked about how the average guy is only going to have one out of those three, and women should stop having such high standards. And because the average guy, there's only like 10% of men that make 6 figures, and then the average height is 5'10". So most of the time, you might get a guy with one out of those three, and if he's lucky, he's got 2 out of those 3. But most guys, unless they're, athlete or something like that, most guys aren't meeting all 3 of those standards. Now, the comments on the Breakfast Club was like, women need to lower their standards because the average guy's only going to have 1 to 2 out of those 3. I'm going to look at things slightly different here on this channel. No judgment here. I'm just going to tell you what comes with that also. So for me, if that is what you want, if you want a guy that's 6 foot or over 6 foot tall and he slinging like a horse and he making 6 figures, by all means, don't drop your standards. If that's what you want, you hold out. You screen every guy you want to be with that's giving you some attention. Now, I will tell you, you'd be better off getting a guy that has those stats, that's interested in you and showing you that he's interested in you, versus just meeting a guy and understanding that that's what he has and then going after him, because you always want to kind of go after somebody that's already interested in you, giving you choosing signals, blah, 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 vice versa. But at the same time, if that is what you want and that is going to make you quote unquote happy, that's what you got to do. Get you that guy that's 6 foot, 6'3", 6'2", 6'5", 6'8", 6'10", that's got that nice job, whether he's in sales or he's a doctor or a lawyer or a rapper or a basketball player, whatever, and he can hold it down. Now, what my advice is, understand what you're asking for. Because a lot of times people want you to lower your standards. No, you ain't got to lower your standards if that's what you want. You just got to understand what comes with that. Guys who have that kind of money are going to think differently, because that is what allowed them to get to where they are. So if I got more than 6 inches, I know the average is 5 to 6. I know I'm above average, so that means my options go up. If I'm over 6 feet tall, I know the average height is 5'9", 5'10". My options go up because I'm more appealing to the average woman, because this is something she's interested in. Whether it's because she don't want no short guy, she want a guy that's tall so she could potentially have tall kids. Whatever the idea or the strategy is behind that, that's what you got to go for. And now when we get into guys that are making over 6 figures, you're in the 10th percentile out of when it comes to the guys in the country. There's only 10% of men that are making 6 figures or better. So you got to definitely understand that the mentality with these type of men is, I have my options. I don't have to settle. You need to be bringing something to the table 9 times out of 10. And I can have you just like I can have the next one, just like I can have the next one. Now, don't get me wrong. I always say this on my channel. Not all people are going to think like I think or agree with what I'm saying or even have the mindset of that. I'm speaking for the average person that's in that category. The average guy that's making 6 figures knows he's got options. He knows that this woman may not be with me because I'm attracted to her. He knows that if I don't give her what she wants, even though I'm making the kind of money, she can move on to the next guy because he will do it. Rather, it's just for him to have sex with her, so he's going to give her those things. Or if he potentially wants to make her his person, he has the capabilities to fit into that category that she's looking for. So he's a viable option. It's not like I'm competing with somebody who's 5'6", 5 inches, and working 9 to 5. No, I'm easily head and shoulders above him. So, but my mindset is also going to be, what are you bringing to the table? What makes you any different than this one? I can have this. If I listened to a video earlier, a guy that's making that kind of money, he looks at women as they're replaceable because all of them are going to bring the same thing to the table. His lifestyle doesn't change with a beautiful woman who may be smart, intelligent, got a nice body. She's a 10 out of 10 on most scales. That don't change for him because they're a dime a dozen. You can find them anywhere. Guys that have that capability of that 6-figure salary, they're not a dime a dozen. It is few and far between. Like I said, it's only 10%. So I want ladies to, if that's what you want, go get what you want. Just understand what comes with that and be ready for that. So over here on this channel, I'm not telling nobody to settle for nothing. If you want to be president, you want to be the king of Zamunda, you want to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, it don't matter. Whatever you want to be, go for it. Because we all about leaving legacies. Whatever it is, I support you. Don't give up till you get it. So make sure, guys, that you follow my page. I had to at least put this video out. I've been doing some things that ain't really positive, so I don't like the view of it. I want to make sure my channel is balanced. And if it's not going to be balanced, it's way more positive than negative. I am going to keep you updated with the news, certain trending things that's going on that I do want to get into, certain stuff I'm going to stay away from. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Ladies, I want to know your opinion. Fellas, I want to know your opinion. Share the video, get the channel up. Like I said, I got some videos coming out on my Patreon. I'm going to share the funny side of things, you know, the things that helped me get to where I got to be. So one of my first videos is going to be how one of my peoples got slapped at Thanksgiving. Hilarious story, guys, so I can't wait to share it. So make sure you guys check out my Patreon. Have a wonderful day, guys.